Get a take on it. You know what I mean? So I tell you what, we'll go with cause I don't know if Mama in a rush or not. We'll go with her first, and then we'll go with Trey. Then we'll go to Did It. The question is pinned in the comments for all the people in the comments that want to know what we going to. And if you miss it and you want to know what we talking about, the question is pinned in the comments. So I'm gonna turn this light on so I can read it right. All right. So the question is damn man, I wanna.
Hey, you my nigga, you my nigga, you my nigga, nigga. I love you guys. Good night. That's the question, right? Nigga, yeah. Okay,
that's
we're good.
definitely the question.
Bye, guys.
Hey,
love you. Bye.
Hey, Sally, you my nigga.
You my nigga. I love you. Bye, guys.
So Trey, we're gonna go to you with it, right? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see.
That was funny.
That was hard. That was dumb hard.
Right there. Hey, did you guys chop that up right? Hey.
So
that was crazy.
Bro,
so look, we're gonna rewrite.
Bro, y'all just got niggered out.
Hey,
nigga.
Hey, I want all white. I like all white shit. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga. Hey, let me ask.
I was like, how the fuck you gonna ask her? Like, oh my god, man.
Hey, bro, hold on, bro. Let me get my joint so I can go. I gotta go. But look. So, do I get offended if a white person says the N-word? Hell no. There is no reason to get offended if anybody says any words. That only means that you're insecure. Now, if someone calls you anything with ill intentions, that's called disrespect. And under certain circumstances, it's okay to respond. But if someone says nigga and they don't mean it in a harmful way to you, shut the fuck up and stop bitching. That's how I feel. I'm out of here, guys.
Hey, we appreciate you, Trey. Y'all go follow my man Trey at dope ass Trey. And I think is it Polly? What is it?
Poly 804 RVA because they keep on blocking my regular page.
I'm calling
Trump. Especially when we build that wall.
You feel me? I'm out of here, y'all. I love y'all.
All right, bro. Get easy, bro. Love, bro. Hey, so look, we're gonna switch up the rotation a little bit. We'll go to Did It, then we'll go to O. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody that's saying add them. We're gonna bring you in, but you're gonna come in. We'll add you in the rotate. We'll find a way to bring you in.
That shit was funny though. She said,
they just gotta send their request. They saying add them, but they gotta send a request. That thing ain't coming through.
You gotta push the camera with the plus button on it. You got to push the camera with the plus button on it. If you see the 3 dots where that little share button is at, press that. Oh well, you got to press the camera with the plus sign on it. You can't. I don't know what to say.
There you go. It's in your joint right now. I seen it come in.
Said nigga.
So look, y'all want to let the guests go first, and then and then Did It.
She a female.
All right, cool.
She a female.
Here I go.
Right, so look.
Sorry, I'm getting old again, y'all.
No, you good, Mama. Before you go, I'm gonna read the question out so the people in the comments will know in case they can't read it in there. They might have went to Richmond Public Schools too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So boom. The question of the day is there any white boy, girl that you are cool with saying the N-word? And then, well, we don't got to say N-word. Is there a white person that you are cool with saying nigga? First, that's the question. Then the second back end question is are you cool with them calling you nigga?
Okay.
It's on you. Talk to the people.
So now, I'm unapologetically me and truth and honest. And I might come off a little militant, but it doesn't matter. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's never okay for anybody white to call me a nigger or to use that word in my presence. The reason that it's not okay is because too many of my dead ancestors that were kidnapped and brought here that are dead now was called that word to degrade them because they were not considered human. So nigger was a word that was used to replace us being called woman and man as well. We were considered persona non grata. What that means is that we were considered 28% human. So what that means is that the Constitution that was written back then in 1776 doesn't apply to us. See, they thought they got slick with it. See, if we were deemed persona non grata, then that means that we were not one of those men that were created equal in the Constitution that is written here in the United States. So that was their loophole. That was their loophole. That's why the laws are the way they are today. That's why they can get away with killing a black man. That's why the laws don't apply to them the way they don't apply to us. So no, you guys do not possess the dubious luxury of being able to call me a nigga or anybody black in my presence. And I got lots of white friends. And that's how that goes. That's how that goes. And while I enjoyed the Israelites' performance, I did not appreciate the way she called herself taking a little shot on her way out the door. And you know what? And you know what? I'm not insecure worth a damn. I'm informed. And you know what else? Her voice sounded like a witch on her way out the door as she was calling us niggas. And I'm going to say us because I'm watching this live. And I feel like I was a part of y'all. So that's all I had to say on that. So no, it ain't never okay. And I'm here to make them feel uncomfortable anytime they get comfortable in that disrespectful way. That's all I got to say.
Okay, so look.
I ain't mad. I'm serious about certain things.
Okay, so look, I like your take, right? So if you can, and there ain't no pressure on you, but if you can, I want you to stick around after we give our takes on it, so we can. I got another question that I want to hear your take on. You know what I'm saying?
And this is my opinion about.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
This OEU, our Edutainment University, the podcast, where we talk a little trash and drink a little splash. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. You know what I'm saying?
And smoke a little grass. I'm still a poet.
Ooh, I like that. I can't say it just yet, but soon. I'm pretty close to that threshold.
You don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. I'm trying to get on the other side. Trust me, the grass ain't green over here. That's cat.
Oh, I like. And one thing about it though, I like green grass. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here. You know what I'm saying? So look, we could go to Diddy, and then we'll go to O, and then we'll throw the odd question.
My sister is watching. Hey, sis.
Shout her out. What's her name?
She's in LA, Kenyatta, right there, 5111. Hi, sister.
Shout out to sister. What you doing, baby?
Go on that rant.
Tell them about us over there in LA, baby. You know what I'm saying? To talk to them, Diddy. The flow yours, baby.
It says K Ortega right there. Hi. I hope you didn't hear what I just said, sister. Go, y'all. Now I'm shy. My sister's on here. I'll be right back.
Did it? You on mute? We can't hear you. Did it?
Shit, my bad. I feel like when you react or when you allow something to touch a feeling, I feel like it gives a word power. Plenty people got killed probably while somebody was saying motherfucker. You know, like plenty of people probably got shot while somebody saying motherfucker, pow, 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 pow. Does that
motherfucker was shooting?
Does that touch a nerve in people when somebody says motherfucker? And I don't know. See, it'll take me forever because, for one, I don't believe that majority of us come from Africa or was brought over here on slave boats and all that anyway. I don't believe that. So I got a different belief system, for one. For two, I also believe that, for some reason, I don't know who did, but somebody switched up the story. I don't believe this story that, you know, all so-called blacks were just slaves and whoop-de-whoop. I believe that people that look like us had Caucasian slaves. I believe that some Caucasians owned people that look like us that were slave. Also, I believe the same way how nowadays you have business owners and you have people that work for the business. I believe back then you had different. See, in the census, it said slave. It said slave. It said white free, and it said Indian free, meaning that it was always people that look like us that was free. So I feel like when we take to this notion that we are the victim and white people beat us and they did this and they slaved us and they're so angry and they're this, I believe when we believe in that story and we believe in that mindset, it gives them the power. So I don't believe in none of that. As far as the nigga stuff and all that, it's many ways, you know, and all of it is man written, so you never know what, you know, is what. But sometimes when it's somewhere I heard that when you look up the definition, the real definition, it meant lack of color. Just like the word black. Black means lack of color. It doesn't mean color. It means lack of color. Okay? So if anything, those people are lack of color. We have color. They are lack of color. So why would I be offended at somebody calling me lack of color that doesn't have color? So I just feel like we need to get out of this whole victim mindset and this whole a word can touch a spot, and we're not children. No word should be able to just touch a spot where it's like, oh, all bets are off. Now I'm ready to, if she was in front of us, not us, or she was in front of somebody and they say that word, now I'm ready to beat you, I'm ready to go to jail, I'm ready to get locked up from my daughters and my family, my all that over a word. I just don't subscribe to that. I'm just a different type person. And I always was raised different. And anybody would think that I would be on the other side of it because I was raised in the Nation of Islam. My mom is a member of the Nation of Islam, right? But that was my foundation. See, she taught me as a child coming up, you are God, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was my foundation. So when she told me you are God as a child, and as I heard all these stories of how we always keep sounding like the victim, I'm like, yo, how am I God and I'm the victim? Those two don't equal up. It's either or. Either as so-called black people, we are the powerful, we are the best, we are the strongest, or either, you know, we're not, or either we're the victim. We can't be both. So we got to choose. Like from this day on, we got to choose who we are. Are we the victim? The white man did this and he brought us over here and da-da-da. It's no way in my mind I'm going to believe that 3 Caucasians bought 150 or 500 of us over here and we ain't take over that damn ship and whoop his ass
There was
and
a
turn that
change.
boat around. I'll never believe that. I'll never
It was a
believe.
change. They ain't
Well,
just let people walk around the boat.
you shouldn't believe that, young brother, because that's not the story. But
See,
I'm not here to
listen to
give
what
a
you're
history
saying.
lesson.
Story. Exactly.
Right.
So make
Right.
sure you context story. That's all
Okay.
it is. It's no
Okay.
hard evidence. I didn't hear
Okay.
about slavery until I went to school. My grandma
Okay.
never told me about slavery. My
Well,
grandpa
have you
never told
traveled?
me about slavery.
Have you traveled?
I didn't. You said what?
Have you traveled the
Yeah.
world? Have you gone to the shores of Africa, the shores of Mali, the Ivory Coast? Okay, see those hold on. Those are the places where the blood, the blood stains and the spirits of those people that were dragged. Now, and what I said story, and forgive me, since if we're going to make the play on words, I'll use whatever language I need to use so that you respect, because I only say this out of respect for those who suffered, so that we could sit up here and talk this shit right now. Okay, because trust me, I believe that God concept too, that the power of God it resides within everybody. But at the same time, the word nigger derives from the word negroid. Negroid means black in different languages. Nigger is a Greek word. Okay, Niger. You look up synonyms, and if you study the history of the word nigger, that's why they gave it to people of color, because the origin of the word was the color black, not void color, the color black. That's what negroid means.
Is
Negro,
any of us black?
negroid,
Are any of us?
negro.
Are
Have you
any
heard?
of our
Yo
skins
habla
black?
español. Yo habla español. Yo poquito at all. Negroid is
Are any
black.
of our skins black?
Hemorrhoids.
Are any of us black?
No, in terms of black skin, no, we do not have black skin. Are their skin white? Is this white? Do we call them pink? We call them white. We don't call them pink.
Because that's designed like that. Because white is pure and black is cursed. Why are we falling for the trick?
No,
I don't call them white.
Saying. No,
I call
get
them
what you're saying.
Caucasian.
Sir, I get what you're saying.
They're
We're on the
Caucasian.
same side. We're on the same side. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna be
No, it's not
argumentative.
I ain't on the same side.
I'm not gonna be combative with you. I'm just trying to first, because you
You want me to
about
do it? I'll do it if you don't want to do it. Because that was some
he was
foolishness you
talking
said.
about the history of the word nigger, and
He
because
said ain't no goddamn proof that people came from over here on boats and shit. They got whole museums and shit out here.
But you know what he said?
Who are the museums made by? The same nigga who conquered you, so-called. What are you talking about?
He said, but we should be respectful to each other if we're gonna have intellectual.
This OEU podcast, we don't do respect to each other.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to this fool over here talking about a museum.
Yeah.
Same people who enslaved him. You talking about a museum that was made by the same people who so-called enslaved you?
No, but what I'm saying, young brother, I know people who have been to Africa and who have given their testimony of going to places that are now sacred ground, considered sacred ground. You don't believe it, but you use the word that was very powerful. Believe. Believe in facts are two different things, sir.
Exactly.
So, all right. So we're speaking from opinion. So when you come with this harsh, you know what the Jews would do? You wouldn't be able to get a job nowhere in America if you said you didn't believe that they went through what they claim that they went through. I dare you to say that. I dare you to say that you don't believe their story.
That happened.
You wouldn't be able to work nowhere in America.
Hold on. That happened in the 40s, right? We have proof of that. We have hardcore proof that happened to Jews.
And
we don't have any hardcore proof that Africans were, thousands of Africans were brought over here with boats.
It just makes me sad that because the same people that you're talking about, you don't believe, they watch all this and they laugh at us. Because we're so divided in our thinking. We are not like-minded as a people. Because you got some over here and some over there. You know, like
he was stupid, man. He was stupid.
Ask Whoopi Goldberg. Ask Whoopi Goldberg. Okay. God.
So you somebody that hold on, last thing I'm gonna say. You think somebody that they put plaster all over their platforms and give a platform to talk every day, I should take her opinion or her word on anything?
No, I was
you
being
gotta
sarcastic.
Be crazy.
I was being sarcastic. I was being facetious. My point was.
You said we weren't being facetious. We supposed to be on the same side.
You know what facetious means?
I know
what the fuck. Yo, now you're about to make my comedic side come out, and then I'll be being rude. So please let me keep the smart ass under wraps. And if you say one ridiculous thing to me, I'm gonna get smart.
We'll agree to
this. Hey, so look, baby, this coon in the gang. We don't we appreciate disrespect. We appreciate it.
We're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna agree to disagree.
Okay, I'm not gonna make fun of the fact that you don't know what facetious means.
But
anyway, and you're the same man who are saying that our people didn't suffer the way they suffered. But you don't know what facetious means, brother.
And he said the Jews suffer.
but the
We
Jews
ain't
suffer.
suffer.
But we didn't suffer like that. Right.
Who didn't say we suffer? See,
That's a lost nigga.
You
He a
didn't
lost
wait,
nigga. That's what
brother.
he is.
You said we didn't.
That nigga lost.
You said we didn't suffer because you said that you discounted that trip that they took over here on them boats.
Come
So
on,
you
yeah.
said that we
So
didn't suffer.
don't twist my words. I
What?
said ain't no few Caucasians bring no thousands of Africans
You're
over here.
right. It was an army of them with
Oh, my.
guns.
Ain't no army,
What you
ain't no
mean?
army of Caucasians bring no thousands of niggas over here on no boat.
First of all, they wasn't niggas. They was Africans. When they got here, they
So
got
who was the
called
people,
niggas.
ma'am?
Don't get it
Once they
twisted.
put him on that boat,
Ma'am,
Yo,
how many
hold
niggas
on,
got out of that boat?
ma'am. So who was the people that was already here when Columbus got here before they went to Africa and brought people on boats?
the Americans. The
And
Americans.
how they look? How they look?
They were people of color.
How they
were
look?
brown and they were black and they had long
Exactly.
hair.
That's who we are.
Yeah,
My grandma's Cherokee.
Your black ass
Okay.
ain't
My
Native
grandma's
American.
not
No,
African.
that's okay. Wait a minute. Your grandma probably is a Native American.